said that he would be speaking with Mitch McConnell as it related to the debt limit. Has that conversation happened, and what did he tell him?
They have not spoken. I think what the president has repeatedly conveyed is that he's certainly open to, as he has shown throughout the course of his presidency, having conversations with Democrats and Republicans when he feels it would be constructive.
He said they will. He said they will be speaking. So he was saying they will at some point.
At some point, if it's constructive in moving things forward.
Okay. Does the president trust Mitch McConnell to be an honest broker in this process?
I don't think this is about trust. This is about, he has known him a long time, but this is about whether you're going to be a leader and take steps that are not based on political calculations and more based on what's in the interest of the United States and the full faith and credit of the United States.
The president discussed that there was a possibility of a filibuster, a carve-out, as it related to the debt ceiling. If that were the case, would the president be open to a filibuster carve-out for voting rights? Where does that line get drawn for the president?
The president was just simply conveying that there are a range of options that leaders on the Hill are discussing. I think you all have reported that, or your colleagues on the Hill have. Nothing more than that. We'll be in touch with them, and we'll see what the next best options look like. But what is very clear is that there is an easy, risk-free option here that Republicans could allow Democrats to vote to raise the debt ceiling. We could be done with this today.
Can I just follow very quick? Why wouldn't the president, given that relationship he has with Mitch McConnell, just call Mitch McConnell and have this conversation with him? Why do this through public
What's the
events?
conversation about?
I don't know. They have the relationship. He's the one who said he could bring the two sides together. So wouldn't there be some value in having that conversation?
We know what the risk-free option is here. We know what the clear path forward is here. And I think the president has made no secret about his belief on that. Go ahead.
Has the president had time to absorb the criticism of the Fed chairman? And then specifically, what does the White House believe should happen Fed policy about investments made by top officials there?
Well, we obviously leave the independence of the Fed to an independent Federal Reserve, and I'm not going to speak to that from here. The president's confident in the chairman of the Federal Reserve, and beyond that, I don't have any personal announcements for you.
Given that confidence, and also given what you just said, I mean, how close is he to making a decision on that?
I don't have anything to preview for you at this point.
Yesterday, the president said he would sign a reconciliation bill that included the Hyde Amendment. You told us earlier this week that he remains opposed to that. So is he backtracking on a campaign promise, something that's a lot of his supporters believe strongly in?
Well, the president's position hasn't changed. The context of his comments were that there's still a negotiation happening. There's a range of views. His view remains what is reflected in his budget, which is that getting rid of, which he released in May, which shows that getting rid of the Hyde Amendment was a priority. That remains his position. This is a package that's still being negotiated, and he said that much last night as well. Go ahead.
Just confirming what you told Peter, the president, when he signaled yesterday that it's possible that the Senate could change its rules, that we should not read that as him expressing support for that notion?
The president was simply reporting out what you already have reported out, which is that there are a range of options being discussed on Capitol Hill.